Welcome to another American River College athletics broadcast brought to you by Stones Radio Networks. Coming to you live from beautiful campus of American River College in Sacramento, California. Today's game is sponsored by United Rentals, Ace Body and Towing, the Lincoln Potters Baseball Club, Grateful Bread, Super Taco, and Taylor Builders. To get you ready for today's matchup, let's send it up to the booth to the legend, Mark the Phantom Lowe, to bring you all of today's action.
Well, good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to Becky Russ Field on the campus of American River College in lovely Sacramento, California. We've got doubleheader action softball between American River College and Butte College. The Roadrunners come to town with a record of 0-4 so far in the young season. They dropped a pair to Santa Rosa and then dropped another pair to Consumers River College. Now, the Beavers are also winless on the season, but they haven't really played yet. They had to forfeit a pair to West Valley over the weekend, last weekend, because they didn't have enough players. And so that was a situation where it said, we can't make it, and they had to drop those two, but they are back out today, and I'm counting the players. We do have enough, and we do have a starting lineup, which we'll get to in just a second. But first, for Butte College, their starting lineup, number 8, the center fielder, Chloe Giannini, is starting us off. Then Medeja Wathen, the second baseman. Kylie Ricard is the first baseman. She's batting third. Madison West in the cleanup spot, the third baseman. Brianne Williams is the pitcher, and she also bats fifth in the lineup. Riley Kusic, the left fielder, hitting sixth. Nicole Group is the right fielder. She'll bat seventh. Stacey Sanders, the DP, hitting eighth, and batting ninth. Isabella Saldano, who is the shortstop. Ashley Thurman behind the plate is the flex player. So that is the lineup that will face Bree Romero, who will be making her first start of the season. A tremendous year for the sophomore last year for the Beavers. She's out of Sheldon High School, and she will be on the mound facing the first three Roadrunners, Giannini, Wathen, and Ricard, to open this one up. It's the first game at Becky Russ Field this season, and Becky Russ Field looks sensational. If you can see that, I'm sure, on the cameras here, as Stones McCoy running the show behind the controls. Chris Toy, the associate producer and director today. I'm Mark the Phantom Lowe, and we are happy to be back at Becky Russ Field for another softball season 2024. Left-hand hitting Giannini at the plate. First one is high, and Chloe takes it. She's ahead 1-0. She's a freshman from Argonaut High School. The Roadrunners come in hitting .223, and we've already had a situation where the umpires are just messing the game up already. Oh, no, they're just changing baseballs. I guess I overreacted on that one. I guess it was the ceremonial first pitch at the new Becky Russ Field, and they're going to go, hey, we're going to keep that ball for posterity and donate it to Stones McCoy, because he'll be in the Hall of Fame someday, and they'll put it on his display case. I believe the pitch counted anyway, so it's 1 ball and no strikes. Right-hander Romero fires that one in there, and it is ball 2. In the infield, we've got Kayla Adams at third base, Bella Garcia at shortstop, Savannah Haynes at second, and Madison Demon over at first. Mackenzie Smith is behind the plate for the Beavers. We'll get to the outfield in just a second. The 2-0 pitch is, I call it a strike, but they call it a ball, so it's 3-0. And in left field, it's Elizabeth Popick. In center field, Alexa Garcia, and Riley Meyer is out in right field for the Beavers. 3 balls and no strikes to Giannini to start this one off. Kind of an overcast time, but it's not raining, so we consider ourselves lucky. That one is ball 4. So the umpire, I guess, has a bad shoulder because he can't raise the right arm, unfortunately. And Giannini will take the base on balls. He's at first. Medeja Wathen is the hitter. Medeja playing at second base. She's a freshman from Chico High School, wearing number 7. Roadrunners have the dark jerseys with white piping on the shoulders, grayish pants and black socks. Beavers in their home white with a little splash of red and a little splash of blue. There goes the runner. Actually, it's a bluff, and she'll go back, and his ball down in the dirt. That one missing to Wathen. 1 ball and no strikes. A lot of activity on the campus out here in American River. We got soccer out beyond the right field fence. We got the baseball team practicing to our left because they were supposed to play Shasta today, but there's inclement weather up north, and so that game was postponed. Tremendous game last night, 4.5 hours, 13 innings. There's a ground ball to third. It's under the glove of the third baseman, Adams, and out into left field. So it's going to be ruled a base hit for Wathen, first and second. Nobody out, and that'll bring up Kylie Ricard, the first baseman. Kylie comes to us from Edward Reed High School. She is a sophomore. Playing at first base today, big right-handed hitter against the right-hander Bree Romero, as immediately the Roadrunners, who hit as 223 as a team, mount a rally in the top of the first inning. That one is on the outside corner for a strike. 0-1. Madison West, the third baseman, will be the next hitter. Oh, 1 pitch. That one looked good. It is in there for call strike 2. Kylie 2 for 12 on the season so far with an RBI. She's followed by Madison West. Romero ahead in the count. 0-2. That one is down in the dirt. Nice block behind the plate by Mackenzie Smith. Keeping the runners at first and second. Card pretty much medium in the right in the middle of the batter's box. 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, off-speed pitch for the big strikeout. First one for Bree Romero this season, a big strikeout right there, and that'll bring up Madison West, the third baseman. Madison out of Dixon High, a sophomore. She is also 2 for 12 on the season coming into this one. Right-handed hitter. She's a little bit open stance against Bree Romero. Runners at first and second. That one's outside. It's going to go all the way back to the backstop. Picking it up is Mackenzie Smith, but not in time. And going to second and third on the wild pitch, Giannini now over at third base, and Wathen is at second. So 2 in scoring position for the Roadrunners right away here, as we are just underway in the first of 2 between these two squads. Good crowd out here checking it out. That one's hit sharply but foul down the third base line. I don't see any familiar faces from last night's baseball game, which lasted 4 hours and 25 minutes, and unfortunately ended up with the Feather River Golden Eagles taking an 8-6 win over the American River College Beavers, and what was actually a very good game, though it took quite a long time to complete. You want to go back just to see the pictures that the Stones Radio Network's cameras gave you of the basically the end of the world. That one is in there, high strike. 1-2. Make that 0-2 on Madison West. Brianne Williams to follow. Yeah, the wild pitch was the ball, so it's 1-2. That is inside. 2-2 on Madison West. Giannini started off with the base on balls, then Wathen with a single down the third base line. A strikeout of Ricard, and Madison West at the plate here. Even in the count, 2 balls and 2 strikes. That one's hit well out to left field, moving back. Is Popik still moving back? It's going to hit the warning track. 1 run scores. The second one is going to turn. They're going to try to score. The throw to the plate is going to be a little bit high and a little bit late. It's a 2-run double by Madison West, and the Roadrunners grab an early 2-0 lead. Didn't look like it was going to go as far as it did, but it was over Popik's head and hit the left field just short of the warning track. Got it in and maybe had a chance at Wathen at the plate, but the throw was a little bit too high. And sliding in was Medeja Wathen. So 2 hits in the inning, 2 runs for the Roadrunners, and Brianne Williams comes to the plate, the pitcher. She'll take inside for a ball. Brianne 1 for 7 on the year so far. She's 0-2 on the mound, but the Roadrunners give her a 2-run cushion right away here in the top of the first. Romero checking the dugout to see what pitch they're going to call. Lisa Delgado, the head coach of the Beavers. That one is outside. Ken Kenobi, Andy Smith, and Thomas Lagabed, the assistants for the Butte College Roadrunners. At Stacy York, the head coach. Jessica Galloway and Kevin York are the assistants, and we're going to get a visit to the mound to try to settle down Bree Romero, who just started her first start of the season. Giannini started it off with a walk and a couple of good-looking pitches, but she went down to first. Then Wathen singled under the glove at third base of Adams, Card with the strikeout, but then with 2 strikes, Madison West belts a double to left field, driving in both runs. I believe those are the first 2 runs batted in for Madison West this season. Yes, it is. So she delivers in the clutch for the Roadrunners. Again, a .223 batting average coming into this one as they are 0-4, losing a pair to Santa Rosa and also to Cosumnes River College. 2 balls, no strikes to Brianne Williams. Riley Kusich, the left fielder, on deck. That one looked pretty good, and it was pretty good in there for a strike, 2-1. Brianne Williams, number 18, a freshman from Douglas High School. Two and one. West out at second base. We remember having some trouble understanding the pitch calls as they're coming in from the dugout. She's checking with her wristband, and I guess the numbers aren't jiving. That one is just a little outside, 3-1. Roadrunners making some noise in their dugout as they've come into 2 runs here in the top of the first inning. First of 2 between these 2 squads. First game's actually on the field for the Beavers. So they're just trying to get through here this top of the first inning. That one's fouled out of play over our heads, so it'll bring the count to full at 3 balls and 2 strikes. As all the young people go out and try to chase the foul ball. Not a bad idea. It's a little chilly. You might want to get a little run in. Not a bad idea. Not saying I'm going to do it, but I'm just saying not a bad idea. There's, again, a very good crowd out here. 3 balls and 2 strikes. That's a chop, but it's foul onto the on-deck circle of the Beavers at third baseline. So it'll go again, 3 balls and 2 strikes. Three and 2. The count remains on Brianne Williams. We're still in the top of the first here. And Romero ready to deliver. Popped up out of play, and that was a pitch that was probably going to leave the strike zone, but couldn't take any chances on it. So it stays at 3 balls and 2 strikes. Butte rooters over down the first base line. They brought a couple of canines with them. They know there's always a canine competition at the softball games. Here's the 3-2. It takes high, ball 4. It's a good eye by Brianne Williams to take that one. She is down at first, second walk of the inning, and they'll bring up Riley Kusich, the left fielder. Sophomore from Pleasant Valley High School up in Chico. She steps in with runners at first and second, and a little sun splashing the field here. Incredibly good-looking field here. She takes high for a ball. 1-0 on Riley Kusich. Two for 5 on the year. Riley check swing right back to Romero. She's going to go to third for the force. They get it across the first. It's a bluff by Adams, but a nice play by Romero. It's a fielder's choice. Kuchich will be on first, and Brianne Williams moves down to second. So now 2 outs, 2 on. Nicole Group is the hitter. Freshman from Lincoln High School. Left-handed hitter. Playing right field today for the Roadrunners. She swings and takes a great cut, swings and misses at the first one. 1 for 3 on the year so far for Nicole with the double. I would imagine the double was her only hit. I'm putting the pieces together. I'm no Sherlock Holmes here. Off-speed pitch, she reaches out and fouls on back to the screen, so she's not sitting around. 0-2 on Nicole. She's followed in the lineup by Stacy Sanders, the designated player. Or as I call it, DP. Because I like to go for the abbreviations, the abbreves. 0-2 pitch. Takes it high for a ball, 1-2. Brian Williams down at second base. Riley Kusich over at first. 2 runs in, 2 outs here in the top of the first. Romero bearing down. Pitch count getting a little high here in the first inning. More than Coach Lisa Delgado would like to see. Swing and a miss in the catcher's glove. Fouled it in there for the strikeout. So 2 runs on 2 hits and 2 left. We go to the bottom of the first. Roadrunners 2. Beavers coming to bat.
Lincoln Potters Baseball. Placer County's best-kept secret is back for another exciting summer at historic McBean Stadium. 33 action-packed home games loaded with fun for the whole family. Local beer, wine, and eats. Fireworks, giveaways, theme nights, kids zone, and more. Come join in the fun and enjoy small-town baseball with Major League Entertainment. Tickets on sale now at LincolnPotters.com.
Lincoln Potters Baseball.
I love baking. I've been doing it my whole life. Grateful Bread was started because I needed a job. Personally, the most rewarding part is about eating it. It always used to seem like bread was just an afterthought, and which was always kind of disappointing. But now, as not only people, foodies and people eating, they're expecting better quality, and people notice it, they can see it.
Welcome back to Becky Rustfield. Bottom of the first. Beavers coming to bat down 2-0 against Breanne Williams, who is 0-2 on the season. 5 1/3 innings, 6 hits and 4 runs, 5 walks, 2 strikeouts for Breanne. She'll face Bella Garcia, Elizabeth Popick, and Alexa Garcia. Bella with a great year going last year until she got injured in the second half of the conference season. She was hitting over 400, the left-handed hitting shortstop. Shows bunt, pulls it back, and it is on the outside corner for a strike. Bella coming to us from Rockland High School. Left-handed hitter against Breanne Williams. Lines it to the left to shortstop into center field for a base hit. Isabella Saldano is going to make a move on it. Kind of slipped a little bit, but Garcia wraps a single right back up the middle. First hit of the season, first hit of the game for the Beavers. And here is Elizabeth Popick. Elizabeth, a freshman from Wood Creek, also bats from the left side. Two-run double for Madison West. Provides 2 runs in the top of the inning for the Roadrunners. Garcia slaps a single to center as the Beavers make their comeback. That one is a little bit outside for a ball on Elizabeth Popick. Or number 11 for the Beavers. Popick, did she make? Yes, she tried to bunt and missed it, so it is called the strike. 1 ball and 1 strike. Alexa Garcia on deck. Riley Kusich in left, Chloe Giannini in center, and Nicole Group in right is the outfield lineup for the Roadrunners. Madison West at third, Isabella Saldano at short, Medeja Wathan at second, Kylie Rickard over at first. That's Popick again, bunts at it and misses, and it's 2 strikes. 1-2 on Popick. Ashley Thurman behind the plate for the Roadrunners, and Breanne Williams out on the mound. Here's the 1-2. That's fouled out of play to our left. Stays at 1-2. Garcia at first. And Popick at the plate. Swinging a foul into the catcher's glove for the strikeout. Ashley Thurman hangs with it, and Popick is a strikeout victim for the first out. Here's Alexa Garcia, also out of Rockland High, and she came on late last year. Became one of the power hitters on the Beaver squad. Batting in the third spot, playing center field in this one. Kayla Adams to follow. Garcia stays at first base. Alexa takes a strike on the outside corner, 0-1. Breanne Williams from Douglas High School, just a freshman. Garcia takes high. 1 ball and 1 strike. Beavers would like to get those 2 back right away here. Bella got it started with the slapping the single to center, then a Popick strikeout. And now Alexa at the plate. Right-hander against right-hander. She hits it sharply to left to third, into left field for a base hit. Diving try by Madison West, but got by her. Second hit of the inning for the Beavers. They have runners at first and second now with just 1 out, and Kayla Adams coming to the plate. The third baseman out of Rockland, just a freshman. Looks down to the third base coach as the Garcias at first and second. And Savannah Haynes to follow. Brianna Williams checking her wristband. That one's hit a line drive into right field. That is going to get down for a base hit. I don't think it will be able to Garcia to score. Nice throw from right field by Nicole Group. 1 hop right to the catcher. And I think it was a good thing they held Bella Garcia at third, but it's a line single by Adams. Third hit in the inning. Base is now loaded with 1 out. And Savannah Haynes coming to the plate for her initial bat. She's a freshman from Casa Roble, or Casa Roble, whichever way you want to say it. I've heard it both ways. More importantly, she is up here with the bases loaded. Left foot snuck out on the line there by Savannah. That is outside. She's got the wide open stance at the plate. Bella Garcia at third. At second, it's Alexa Garcia and Kayla Adams over at first. 3 hits in the inning for the Beavers, but they still trail it 2-0. That's it sharply right at shortstop. They're going to come to the plate. The throw is going to pull the catcher off, and she is safe. So it's a fielder's choice. An RBI for Haynes. She reaches base. Bella Garcia scores. And the Beavers are on the board. Looked like maybe she could have tried to go the other way and get 2 on that one. Isabella Saldano, but she chose to come home, and the throw just pulling the catcher off. So Riley Meyer will be the next hitter. Riley also Casa Roble, and also a freshman. That is a good-looking pitch in there for a strike, 0-1. No balls, 1 strike. Madison Demon, the first baseman, to follow. But right now it's all about Riley Meyer trying to knot this one up or put her team ahead. Swings and misses at that one. Quickly 0-2 on Riley Meyer. Outside for a ball, 1-2 on Riley Meyer. Roadrunners with 2 in the top of the inning. Beavers have come back with 1 here in the bottom. They still have the bases loaded, 1 out. That's fouled at the plate. Staying alive is Riley Meyer. One ball, 2 strikes. Both pitchers checking their dugouts before delivering pitches. trying to get their signal straight. That one is a breaking ball or off-speed pitch, which is well outside. Easy take for Riley Meyer, and she evens the count up at 2-2 here. All right, nice take again. 3-2, so bases loaded. Full count, 1 out here in the bottom of the first. Madison Demon waits on deck for ARC. That is clearly outside. That's a tremendous at-bat for Riley Meyer. It's also an RBI and has tied the game at 2-2. It's coming across as Alexa Garcia. And we're going to have a meeting at the mound here for the Roadrunners. We'll step away for just a second. We are just in the bottom of the first already. We got some points on the board, or runs, I suppose they're called. Butte College 2, American River 2. We're back after this.
Hi, I'm Monica from Ace Body Shop in Towing. We are a family-oriented business. We've been in business for over 30 years. We are located downtown Lincoln at 333 Lincoln Boulevard in Lincoln, California. We do automotive repair and 24-hour towing. Our phone number is 916-645-2859, or you can find us on the web.
Short chat at the mound with, I believe, head coach Stacy York. And now we're going to have the umpires have the short chat of their own as there's congregation at the mound. Stones McCoy signals he's got information for us, and you never want to turn him down when he's got info.
I do not. Just overheard that Coach was out there checking on her pitcher's injury.
Oh.
So may have been something, an injury
Blister
pre-game,
situation,
and
perhaps?
maybe it's a blister situation.
All right, very good, Stones McCoy. Thank you very much. And hopefully Brianna Williams is all right and able to continue. Cabria Childers is also a pitcher on the roster. Emily Thurman listed as a pitcher as well. So a couple of other pitchers. Only 2 have seen action so far in the first 2 games, and that is Williams and Childers. So here's Madison Demon, batting in the number 7 spot, playing first base. She hits it hard to left field. Left fielder going back. Nice play out there by Kusic, but a tag. Both runners are going to advance. Scoring from third is Kayla Adams to give the Beavers a 3-2 lead. The sacrifice fly by Demon advancing to third as well is Savannah Haynes. Nice play by Kusic out in left field. Had to get a beat on that ball. Got it. Threw it. Got rid of it pretty quickly to the home plate. But Kayla Adams, a good jump, and that is a 3-2 game. First and third, as the Roadrunners probably set in their defense in case the Beavers try a double steal situation here with runners at first and third. Riley Meyer at first. It's Savannah Haynes over at third. Mackenzie Smith is going to go down and check with the third base coach and get taped up or something. There's a lot going on there. Probably he's got all the signals on her wrist. So Brianna Williams is ready to go, and so is Mackenzie Smith, and here we go. First pitch is right down the middle, and it's called a strike, and I think quite well. I think probably very accurately. 0-1. Mackenzie batting in the number 8 spot. Ariano Glasso, the designated hitter, she is batting 9th. There goes the runner. The pitch is going to be in the dirt, and it's going to get away, and scoring will be Savannah Haynes. And going all the way to third base is Riley Meyer. So a run scores on the wild pitch. 4th run in for the Beavers here in the first. They lead at 4-2. And Smith with a 1-1 count. Smith's a freshman from Stag High down in Stockton. She chops one at the plate foul. And it is 1 ball and 2 strikes. So 4 runs on 3 hits. Sacrifice fly and a wild pitch and a fielder's choice figure into the inning for the Beavers. 1-2. to Mackenzie Smith. Hits that one sharp, but foul down the third base line. All over that one. Kuzic will pick it up in the deep left field corner, get it back into play. Thank all of you who are joining us on the ARC Athletics YouTube or Stones Radio Network's YouTube channel. We urge you to like and to subscribe to both of them so you'll never miss a minute of action at American River College. Also, if you're on Stones Radio Networks, there are some other programs you might want to watch, or in some cases might not want to watch, and no names will be mentioned. But there's some stuff. Jerry Reynolds and Radio's Whitey Gleason and I do a Hoops podcast, which is on hiatus right now, but will resume very soon. There's also the Stones and Toy Show, which may be resurrected someday, and I would, watch 5 minutes and see if you like it, and then you'll watch the rest. Swung on and fouled at the plate. Nice off-speed pitch by Williams. But we do urge you to like and subscribe to both of them. That way you'll never miss a minute of action. We've got basketball coming up next week. We've got baseball. We've got more softball. I think in 2 weeks we're back for another doubleheader for softball. So you'll never miss one if you're subscribed. Swing and a miss, strike three, and the inning is over. 4 runs, 3 hits, 1 left. We go to the top of the second. It's AR 4 and Butte 2.
Here at Super Taco, we specialize in authentic Mexican food. One of the reasons we are different from other places is that we make everything from scratch. You get a great value when you come here, large portions and quality food. Our most popular dishes are many different kind of tacos. We have giant burritos, different kinds of enchiladas, and the fajita. If you're ready for real Mexican food, stop in at a Super Taco. We'd love to see you.
American River College is a top-tier community college sports program that provides student athletes with the opportunity to thrive both athletically and academically. ARC Athletics is currently ranked 5th in the state and 2nd in Northern California. With over 19 sports programs, our athletes compete with the region's best athletes. Our diverse and dedicated coaching staff helps athletes develop the skills necessary to compete at the next level. Start your community college athletics journey with us. American River College, Sacramento's best athletic program. Go Beavers.
Hi, I'm Monica from Ace Body Shop in Telling. We are a family-oriented business. We've been in business for over 30 years. We are located downtown Lincoln at 333 Lincoln Boulevard in Lincoln, California. We do automotive repair and 24-hour towing. Our phone number is 916-645-2859, or you can find us on the web.
Top of the second inning, Beavers lead at 4-2. A lot of activity in that first inning, and for Coach Lisa Delgado, she's hoping it all calms down a little bit with her right-hander, the ace Bree Romero, out on the hill. She gave up 2 runs and 2 hits in the first inning and walked 2. So hopefully she's got some butterflies out of there, as this is the first game of the year for the Beavers. Stacy Sanders, Isabella Saldana, and Chloe Giannini will be the first 3 hitters, 8, 9, and 1 for Butte. Sanders, the DP today, right-handed hitter, coming to us from Oroville High School, a freshman. She hits that one up in the air to short center field. Coming in is Garcia. Nice play by Alexa Garcia, covering a lot of ground. That one looked like it might fall, but she is out for out number 1. So Sanders is out on 1 pitch, flying to center. Isabella Saldano, the number 9 hitter, the left-hand hitting shortstop, coming up to the plate. Taking a while to signal the pitches out to Bree Romero. That one is an off-speed pitch, and it's in there for a strike. Saldano came up like she was going to bunt at it or slap at it, and she just kind of let it go. And it is 0-1 on Isabella. Sophomore from Rio Vista High School. Left-handed hitter against the right-handed Bree Romero. She flaps that one on the left side over the dugout, which is over the dugout is foul. It's not a new rule. It's been on the books for a while, so it's 0-2. Great Jamil Pugh out there doing the job. doing the photography for the Beavers out of XTG Media. The legendary basketball star. 0-2 now on Isabella Saldano. Hits that one down the third base line, but foul. Kayla Adams trying to run it down, couldn't really catch up to it. So the third base coach, very helpfully, scoops it up. Looks like that's Coach York. Scoops it up, flips it back. Stays at 0-2 on Saldana with Giannini at the top of the order to follow. That one's hit back to the pitcher very slowly, picked up by the catcher, and they're not going to get her at first base. So Saldana beats it out. The 15-foot base hit. Third hit of the game for the Roadrunners. And that'll bring up Chloe Giannini, the leadoff hitter, who walked her first time up and scored. Chloe from Argonaut High, another freshman, another left-handed hitter. That one was hit so slowly by Saldana, not much anybody could do. It wasn't going to get to Bree Romero. And Mackenzie Smith came out from behind the plate, and by the time she picked it up, Saldana was already at first. Giannini hits one high up in the air and deep to right field. Moving back is Meyer. She reaches out. It's over her head, goes to the fence. Runner's going to round to third. He's going to hold the runner at third base. York holds Saldana at third base, but Giannini has herself a double, and the Roadrunners are back in business here in the second inning with one out and runners at second and third, and Medeja Wathen come into the plate. Nice job out there by Riley Meyer. She almost ran that one down in right field. Just over her glove, one hop in the fence out there. Fence is at 200 down the right field line and left field line. Runners at second and third. So one hit went about 12, 15 feet. The other one went about 190. That is outside to Medeja Wathen. She singled the first time up under the glove of Kayla Adams at third base. So Medeja is 1 for 1. Coming out of Chico High School. Romero ready for the delivery 1-0. That is a little bit too high, 2-0. So the Roadrunners come out with 2 in the top of the first. Beavers answer with 4. Roadrunners come back right away. First, Sanders flies out, but then an infield single and a booming double, and they are back in business, second and third. That one is down the low for a ball, 3-0. Three balls, no strikes. Kylie Ricker on deck. That one is on the inside corner for a strike. So Medeja Wathen up there with a 3-ball, 1-strike count. This is the first of 2 here at Becky Russ Field. Two teams will mix it up again about a half an hour after this one is finished. 3-1 pitch. Swing and a miss on a ball that might well have been ball 4, but it is now a full count. You can go to ARC Athletics or Stones Radio Network's YouTube and catch up on back games as well. Once the season started, you can see all the baseball games, the game last night against Feather River, basketball, Big 8 conference games. You can go all the way back and watch the football games from this past football season, including there's a high fly ball, short center field. Garcia's coming in. She's going to make the catch. The runner's taken off. She's going to bluff, and the ball's one-hopped right to the plate, and Saldano held up as Garcia, with a strong throw, keeps her at third base for the second out. Good job by Romero to come back in the count from 3-0. And a fly ball to, again, probably shallow center field, medium deep center field, if you will, and Garcia with the strong throw. And here's Kylie Rickard. She struck out her first time up, the first baseman. Out of Edward Reed High School. Takes that one high for a ball. Yeah, football playoff against City College of San Francisco. Tremendous game from last football season. Also a couple of others during the year. So all kinds of activities. Soccer, volleyball, water polo, all kinds of stuff. Catch up on all of them. Volleyball went to the state championships. Football inside for a ball. Watch it all. And we'll have extensive coverage of baseball and of softball whenever we can, whenever the two do not conflict with each other. And even then, we might just hire more people and do them both. What the heck? Come on, why not? That one is ball 3. 3 balls and no strikes on Karn. Madison West, who doubled in 2 runs her first time up. She is on deck, so she's just itching to get back up to the plate. Runners at second and third. 3 balls, no strikes. That one right down the middle. So much so that cameraman, producer, director Chris Toy could make the strike call and feel confident because he was 0 for 2 before that pitch. And now he's 1 for 3, which is pretty good for an umpire, really. I mean, I've seen some umpires that would be fantastic, and some others that wouldn't be that good. They do a great job out there. 3 balls, 1 strike. Swung on and missed. 3-2. It's easy, Chris, to go ahead and make the strike call when they swing and miss. I'm not going to give you any credit for that. I need you to figure out how to use your cameras to go over to the Butte College rooting section and get those dogs over there. Very cool-looking dogs over there. Butte has traveled well. 3-2 pitch. Swung on and missed. Big job by Bree Romero to come back from 3-0 to get Reichert on strikes. No runs, 2 hits, left 2. We go to the bottom of the second. Beavers on top, 4-2.
Here at Super Taco, we specialize in authentic Mexican food. One of the reasons we are different from other places is that we make everything from scratch. You get a great value when you come here, large portions and quality food. Our most popular dishes are many different kind of tacos. We have giant burritos, different kinds of enchiladas, and the fajita. If you're ready for real Mexican food, stop in at a Super Taco. We love to see you.
I love baking. I've been doing it my whole life. Grateful Bread was started because I needed the job. Personally, the most rewarding part is about eating it. It always used to seem like bread was just an afterthought, and which was always kind of disappointing. But now, as not only people, foodies and people eating, they're expecting better quality, and people notice it, they can see it.
Bottom of the second inning, Ariana Gleso is the hitter. She is the designated hitter and is out of Bear Creek High School down in Stockton area, making her initial plate appearance for the Beavers. She's followed by the top of the order, Bella Garcia and Elizabeth Popick. First pitch is down low for a ball. One ball, no strikes. Lisa wearing number 4 for the Beavers. Pops it up. It's playable for the pitcher or the catcher. The pitcher, nice play by Brianna Williams. He had that one the whole way and makes the catch. Looked like there was going to be a little confusion, but she took care of it for the first out of the inning. And to bring up Bella Garcia, who slapped a single to center her first time up. She is 1 for 1. Left-hand hitting shortstop. Rockland's own Bella Garcia, number 13. Opened up the bottom of the first with a base hit and later scored on a fielder's choice, a throw at the plate. Hits that one sharply. That's in the hole between first and second. That'll be a base hit too. Right out to right field, picked up by Nicole Group, but didn't hit that one the hardest, but she put it in the perfect spot right between first and second. And she is down at first base. And here's Elizabeth Popick, who struck out her first time up, the left-hand hitting left fielder out of Wood Creek High. Looks down at the third base coach. Bella Garcia over at first. Popick takes outside for a ball. Actually, Thurman behind the plate for the Roadrunners. Giving a look down to Bella Garcia after the pitch was delivered. One out here in the bottom of the second. That one's bunted down the third baseline and foul. That'll even the count at 1 ball and 1 strike. And Garcia will have to return as Alexa Garcia, the on-deck hitter, retrieving the bat for Elizabeth Popick. I think that might be outside right field past the fence. I think that's a rugby match. I don't know if that's, I think that's rugby. I don't know anything that's going on, and it's still fascinating. Chris Toy weighs in. There goes Garcia. That ball is hit down the third baseline and foul. I think Garcia might have left a little bit too early on that one, but nobody else noticed, so it was okay. It was just kind of curious. I thought it was soccer, and then no one seems to be kicking the ball. And I think that's probably very important in soccer. So I had to readjust my my thoughts there, and I quickly arrived. I went through my volleyball, tennis. I went through a couple other sports it could have been. Swimming. It was not. Pole vaulting. But no, I arrived at rugby. There goes Garcia again. That's a one-hopper to second. Nice play at second, over to short for one, over to first, safe. That's an excellent play by Medeja Wathan at second base. Flips it to Saldano to get the force on Garcia, who is going. It's a fielder's choice for Popick. 2 outs in the inning, and here's Alexa Garcia, who singled her first time up. That was a good play and a good decision by Wathan, as it was a very close play at second base. Garcia almost by her when she fielded the ball. So 2 outs here in the second. There goes Popick, and the throw to second base is going to be too late. And on the right field side of second, and Popick has herself a stolen base. She's in scoring position for Alexa Garcia. The pitch, I believe, was a ball. So 1 ball and no strikes. Outfield deep, straight away and deep, especially in left field for Kusic. That one's in the dirt. That's a nice stop by Thurman back there, as Popick has to stay at second base. 2-0 now on Garcia with Kayla Adams to follow. Garcia 1 for 1. She has also scored a run in this game. Brianna Williams on the mound for the Roadrunners. That's chopped foul. 2 balls and 1 strike on Alexa Garcia, playing center field for the Beavers in this one. Already had some action out there. More dogs have arrived. We tried to get the cameras to check out the dogs in the Butte College section, but there's a fence problem, there's a Prince Link problem, there's all kinds of problems. Garcia hits a little nubber out towards shortstop. Saldano has it over to first base, gets her by a step, and retires the side. No runs, 1 hit, 1 left. We go to the top of the third, and the Beavers lead this one 4-2. Pass flung on and missed. He got him on strikes at 86, the off-speeder. Bruno strikes out the side. Potters get the win 8-5. Sanchez 1 on 4. She gets it back, trying to get it back to Gallegos. What a spin move. Her shot is blocked. She has it controlled, puts in the goal. Witt trying to set it. She sets it over for Molly Harrison, pokes it over. Short set for Barrios, and her slam goes out of play. He's going to look that way. Now he's going to duck down the middle. He's got a guy wide open at the 18 kid. That's Robert Freeman. And Robert's trying to make a couple of moves. He comes back to the 15, comes down to the 10. He gets a block to the 5. Funny, but I wanted to ask you about that because I remember you doing that show, and you kind of
go ahead.
That's our new show.
Really nice.
Yeah, Beneath One Fern is what we call the show.
Yeah, Between a Flower.
Yes. Well, we're working on workshopping the title.
Yes.
Ooh. Well, you may not see that $10 again, my friend. That woman does not like to
Well,
fork over the cash.
I heard him say he'd pay you next Tuesday. So,
That's right. I didn't bring pad and paper, so I don't know what to tell you what's going to happen when I come back.
First
so
of all,
I got
we
to take notes.
We may end up in one, especially on this episode of the Stones and Toys Show.
Oh, snap.
Welcome back to Becky Russ Field on the campus of American River College, which has a rugby team, I am informed, and a team which is very accomplished as well, beating Division I superpower Sac State a couple of weeks ago. At least that's the information I got. So kudos to you, American River College rugby team, Beaver Rugby, which would be a cool shirt. I will ask for one next chance I get. We will not be covering that because I have no idea what's going on. First pitch is high and outside to Madison West to start off the top of the third inning. Madison with a 2-run double back in the first inning, so she is 1 for 1. Playing at third base for the Roadrunners in this one. We are in the top of the third inning. Both teams scoring in the first, but scoreless in the second. That one's lifted foul to the right. 1 ball and 1 strike on Madison West. Comes to us from Dixon High School, the sophomore. Romero checking the wristband for the 1-1 pitch. West swings and misses at an off-speed pitch. 1 ball and 2 strikes. She's followed by Brianna Williams and Riley Kusic in the order for the Roadrunners. 4, 5, and 6 this inning slated. That one's a little bit too high. Evens it up 2 balls and 2 strikes. Ready to go 2-2. Just a little bit outside. Mackenzie Smith holds it there so the umpire can think about it, but the umpire was I think he was pretty happy with what he'd called already and was not about to renegotiate, which I kind of like from umpires. If you're going to say it, you got to own it, right? 3 balls, 2 strikes. We're opening up the top of the third inning. Madison West, the hitter. That's ball 4. That's the third walk given up by Bree Romero in this one. And Brianna Williams, the pitcher, coming to the plate. She walked her first time. Right-handed hitter. Just a freshman. Stepping in there against Bree Romero. High for a ball, 1-0. Kayla Adams at third. Bella Garcia is short. It's Savannah Haynes at second. And Madison Demon over at first. Mackenzie Smith behind the plate. Right field is Riley Meyer. Alexa Garcia in center. And Elizabeth Popick is over in left for the Beavers. That one is called to strike. 1 ball and 1 strike to Williams. Kusic to follow, then Group. Again, a good crowd out here. A little chilly. I know it was promised to be a sunny day. A little chilly out here. That one is in there for call strike 2. 1 and 2. I mean, a lot of jackets and parkas and stuff. You don't usually associate with softball, but it's early season softball. 55 degrees, it says. I don't believe it. What's the thing? Show me what it says. Feels like what? 11? Feels like 54. I told you it was a lot colder. There you go. That's proof. 1-2 pitch. Foul ball, third base line. I don't know how they figure that. I don't know what the formula is, but they should just ask people. What does it feel like? Oh, 47. Okay, then go with that. No one cares what the computer says it feels like. They want to get it real people. You should be able to put your finger on that app, and as soon as you hit it, it tells you there's a real person going, it feels like 49 to me. I call that people weather. That's great weather. That's good weather. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Little chopper out towards shortstop. Garcia has it, flips to second for one over to first base. Not in time. Good job. Nice turn by the Beavers, Garcia, Haynes, and Demon, but not in time to get Brianna Williams at first base. So the fielder's choice for Williams goes 6-4, and here's Riley Kusich. Riley had a fielder's choice her first time up. She hit the ball back to the pitcher, who threw to third with the force in play. So she is 0 for 1. Sophomore from Pleasant Valley. She hits that one foul down the third baseline. Now that we've solved the weather app, I think I'll turn my attention to other things. I lost all the dogs that came in on the American River side. They've taken off. I gotta love. We tried to get the camera to give us a dog look from the Butte College side, but we can't do it with the camera that we have on home plate. Popped up, might stay in play. Mackenzie Smith comes back and makes the catch. Good job by Smith to get that one. Kusich is out, popping up to the catcher, and Nicole Group will be the hitter. She struck out her first time up. So we got the camera mounted on the backstop, and the angle is too tough, and there's too much. I'll just have to go out and ask them to move the dogs back a little bit so we can get a good angle on them. Group, left-hand hitting right fielder, takes the first pitch inside for a ball. Nicole from Lincoln High. Freshman. Could be Lincoln of Lincoln, could be Lincoln of Stockton. I'm going to go with Lincoln of Lincoln because, I don't know, I just want to, okay? Swing and a miss. 0-1, or 1-1, excuse me, Nicole Group. Trying to figure out the rugby team is actually playing somebody or if they're just having an inter-squad action out there. It's going to be a meeting at the mound for Brie Romero, giving me more time to ruminate on that. Yeah, I guess we are. We do have an opposing squad out there. Chris Toy, you have a little bit of experience with the rugby. Are we in the warm-up phase over there? Is that what we're doing? We're kind of getting ready for, it's a match, right? Rugby match. Okay, very good. They're on, oh, yes. Nice. They're on the pitch for the match, and we'll get more information as we can. Maybe we'll go over it between games and check it out. 1 ball, 1 strike on Group. Stacy Sanders is to follow. That's a good-looking pitch in there, but it's called a ball, 2-1. 2 balls, 1 strike on Group. Umpire's checking with the base umpire on the count, and we had it right, and so did our scorekeeper. Nicely done, sir. Our scoreboard operator, staying on top of things up here. That one's popped up right to the left of us, and I almost made a play. I think I had a little spin on it. I think I could have got it, though. It actually is trying to come in the door. It's right on the ground outside. 2 balls, 2 strikes on Group. 2 outs here in the top of the third. Beavers lead at 4-2. That's popped up right back at us again. That's going to hit. It hits the stone row up here and bounces over to the left side. So we're trying to make plays like crazy. I got to bring a glove. Forget a jacket. I got to bring a glove here. You could probably get foul ball signed by Stones McCoy if you can find them. I mean, that thing will have some value someday. 2 pitches outside low. A nice block by Mackenzie Smith, but he's going to make it full count. 3 balls and 2 strikes. That's right. You can check out Stones McCoy at the Crab Feed. The Alumni Association Crab Feed is tonight from 5 to 9. Still time to get your tickets. Go to ARC website, arcbeavers.com, and get your information on getting some tickets. Get out to that Crab Feed from 5 to 9, benefiting the athletic program. 3-2 pitches fouled back to the screen. So thanks to Chris Toe, we got the nice plug in there, and Stones McCoy will be matriculating. I don't know if he's going to be walking around at table to table and, like glad handing people and say, hey, how you doing, Stones McCoy, how's it going? Handing out his business card, whatever it is that he does. Nobody knows, really. Full count on Group. Runner at first base is Williams. She lines that one. That is going to get into center field for a base hit. Bella Garcia almost flagged it down. I don't know that she would have had a play, but Group has herself a single. That is the 5th hit for the Roadrunners. They have runners at first and second. And Stacy Sanders, who flied to center her first time up, coming to the plate. I guess you can't keep those foul balls, Chris. They just gave them back to the umpire. I guess that's okay. It has the Stones McCoy signature on it. You still can give it back to the umpire. Someday I'll tell you the story about what I played in the front yard with a Willie Mays autograph. But that is something that I don't like to remember or don't like to bring up again. That ball would be worth millions today. Actually, is it today Willie Mays Day? Today's Willie Mays Day, I think. Or tomorrow's Willie Mays Day, the 4th. 2/4/2024 Willie Mays Day. So proclaimed by the mayor of San Francisco. But I think for all of America and all of the world, just kind of, I mean, you don't need to proclaim that. It just is. He can notice it and mention it, but I mean, you don't need to proclaim it. 0-1 now after the foul ball on Sanders. She takes outside and high, makes it 1-1. 5 hits and 3 walks so far for the Roadrunners offensively in this one. So they've had base runners. They scored twice in the first inning, had a couple on and did not score in the second. They have a couple on with 2 outs here in the third. And Stacy Sanders, the DP, at the plate. She fouls that one back to the screen. And the freshman from Oroville, 1 ball and 2 strikes. Kayla Adams retrieves it over here near the on-deck circle for the Beavers. And we go 1 ball and 2 strikes on Stacy Sanders. Jamil Pugh in his customary seat there. He likes to hang out right by the on-deck circle. It gives him a good angle, I guess, is what he says. Sanders hits that one foul. This one over to the right side. Still 1-2 as the kids go looking for the foul ball, and then they go looking for Stones McCoy to get him to sign it. I mean, it's a ritual that is played out all the time here at Becky Russ Field. Not so much over at the baseball field. They don't really look for him over there. Not as many kids. Sanders takes outside, and Romero thought she might have had strike 3 there, but evens the count at 2-2. Two balls and 2 strikes. That's lined into right field. Moving over is Meyer. She makes the catch. Riley Meyer with the catch out in right field to retire the side. No runs, 1 hit, 2 left. We go to the bottom of the third. Beavers leading at 4-2.
Lincoln Potters Baseball. Placer County's best-kept secret is back for another exciting summer at historic McBean Stadium. 33 action-packed home games loaded with fun for the whole family. Local beer, wine, and eats. Fireworks, giveaways, theme nights, kids zone, and more. Come join in the fun and enjoy small-town baseball with Major League Entertainment. Tickets on sale now at LincolnPotters.com.
Lincoln Potters Baseball. Come on out and join in the fun.
Hi, I'm Monica from Ace Body Shop in Towing. We are a family-oriented business. We've been in business for over 30 years. We are located downtown Lincoln at 333 Lincoln Boulevard in Lincoln, California. We do automotive repair and 24-hour towing. Our phone number is 916-645-2859, or you can find us on the web.
Here at Super Taco, we specialize in authentic Mexican food. One of the reasons we are different from other places is that we make everything from scratch. You get a great value when you come here, large portions and quality food. Our most popular dishes are many different kind of tacos. We have giant burritos, different kinds of enchiladas, and the fajita. If you're ready for real Mexican food, stop in at a Super Taco. We love to see you.
Bottom of the third, Kayla Adams leading us off. Beavers lead 4-2. Brianna Williams on the mound for the Roadrunners. Kayla will be followed by Savannah Haynes and Riley Meyer. 4, 5, and 6 for ARC. scoreboard gone wild. This happens all the time. It's showing the bottom of the fifth. It's only the bottom of the third. It is not. We have not gone ahead in time. That one's waits for a nice play by Brianna Williams. She flags it on her knees and throws the first to get Adams. Kayla took a swipe at an off-speed pitch. She is out 1-3 for the first out in the inning, and Savannah Haynes will be the hitter. Savannah, a fielder's choice and an RBI back in the first inning. Freshman from Castle Roble up here with one out in the bottom of the third. And the rugby match has started in earnest over there. A couple of scrums in. There are a couple of scrums in. Fastball misses outside, 1-0. It is one of the games that if you don't have the sound or anything, you kind of think people just have no idea what they're doing. It's just like chaos, just people milling around and then smacking each other randomly. That's it sharply down to third. Nice play over at third base by Madison West, and she throws across the diamond for the out. It's a do or die on the short hop by Madison West, and she's a doer. So 2 outs, and Riley Meyer coming to the plate. She got a bases loaded, base on balls back in the first inning, so she has an RBI without an official at bat. And she's up here with 2 outs in the third. Madison Demon to follow if Riley can get anything started. Riley also a freshman from Castle Roble. Swings and misses at that one. Williams bumps that one right down the middle, 0-1. We are in the bottom of the third from Becky Rust Field. Both teams scoring in the first inning. The Roadrunners 2, the Beavers 4, and have been blanked ever since. Took something off that, chopped it out to second base. Wathen has it to first, and that is an easy inning for Brianna Williams. We go to the top of the fourth. The Beavers still up top, 4-2.
Hi, I'm Monica from Ace Body Shop in Telling. We are a family-oriented business. We've been in business for over 30 years. We are located downtown Lincoln at 333 Lincoln Boulevard in Lincoln, California. We do automotive repair and 24-hour towing. Our phone number is 916-645-2859, or you can find us on the web.
American River College is a top-tier community college sports program that provides student athletes with the opportunity to thrive both athletically and academically. ARC Athletics is currently ranked 5th in the state and 2nd in Northern California. With over 19 sports programs, our athletes compete with the region's best athletes. Our diverse and dedicated coaching staff helps athletes develop the skills necessary to compete at the next level. Start your community college athletics journey with us. American River College, Sacramento's best athletic program. Go Beavers.
I love baking. I've been doing it my whole life. Grateful Bread was started because I needed the job. Personally, the most rewarding part is about eating it. It always used to seem like bread was just an afterthought, and which was always kind of disappointing. But now, as not only people, foodies and people eating, they're expecting better quality, and people notice it, they can see it.
Top of the fourth inning from Becky Rust Field. The Beavers lead this one 4-2. Isabella Saldano, the number 9 hitter, will start us off. Then Chloe Giannini and Medesha Wathen will follow. 9-1-2. Infield single for Isabella the last time she was up. She hit it about 12 to 15 feet in front of home plate and beat it out. So she is up here to start off the top of the fourth. Isabella, a sophomore from Rio Vista High School, facing Bree Romero. She pops it up left side. Shortstop going back out. Left fielder coming in. What a play by Bella Garcia at the last moment. Just stuck her glove out and made the play. She was going kind of veering the wrong way on that one, but she looked up and she saw no outfielder was going to be able to get there, and she made a fine catch for the first out in the inning. Chloe Giannini, the hitter, leadoff hitter, has walked and then ripped a double to right field her second time up. She is 1 for 1, scored a run back in the first, left-handed hitter. Hits that one sharply to second, scooped up out there by Haynes, and quickly 2 up and 2 down for the Roadrunners here in the second. It'll bring up Medesha Wathen. That one, Savannah Haynes to Madison Demon. And Giannini is retired. Deja singled and scored in the first and flied to center in the second. Medium deep center field, not far enough as the advanced runners who were at second and third. One ball, no strikes on Wathen. Good looking pitch in there for a strike, even to count up on the freshman from Chico. 1 ball and 1 strike. If she keeps it going or starts something, Kylie Ricard is next. That's hit sharply out towards second and scooped up again by Savannah Haynes over to first. Good inning for Bree Romero. Halfway through this one, we go to the bottom of the fourth, and the Beavers hold on to the 4-2 advantage. Fast flung on and missed. He got him on strikes at 86, the off-speeder. Bruno strikes out the side. Potters get the win 8-5. Sanchez 1 on 4. She gets it back, trying to get it back to Gallegos. What a spin move. Her shot is blocked. She has it controlled, puts in the goal. Witt trying to set it. She sets it over for Molly Harrison, pokes it over. Short set for Barrios, and her slam goes out of play. He's going to look that way. Now he's going to duck down the middle. He's got a guy wide open at the 18 kid. That's Robert Freeman. And Robert's trying to make a couple of moves. He comes back to the 15, comes down to the 10. He gets a block to the 5. Funny, but I wanted to ask you about that because I remember you doing that show, and you kind of.
Go ahead.
That's our new show.
Those are really nice.
Yeah, Beneath One Fern is what we call the show.
Yeah, Between a Flower?
Yes. Well, we're working on workshopping the title.
Yes.
Ooh. Well, you may not see that $10 again, my friend. That woman does not like to fork over the cash.
I heard him say he'd pay you next Tuesday. So,
That's right. I didn't bring pad and paper, so I don't know what to tell you what's going to happen when I come back.
First of all,
I got to take notes.
We may end up in one, especially on this episode of the Stones and Toys Show.
Oh, snap.
Madison Demon, Mackenzie Smith, and Ariana Glaso, the first 3 hitters for the Beavers, 7, 8, and 9 against Brianna Williams. Chopped foul by Madison Demon. She had a sacrifice fly her first time up into left field. So she has herself an RBI without an official at bat this season. First baseman from Rio Americano. They're the Raiders. I know that one. I know the Raiders. I don't know if that's politically correct to be Raiders anymore. That one is down. Although if Paul Revere and the Raiders, I would definitely say okay. Go with that one. 1-1 on Madison. All the scoring in the first inning, 2 for the Roadrunners, 4 for the Beavers, and zeros ever since. That's chopped down the third baseline. That is a foul ball, gloved over there by Madison West, but no need to make a throw. It goes to 1 ball and 2 strikes now. Bottom of the fourth. The first of 2 between the Roadrunners and the Beavers. Both teams looking for their first win of the season. Roadrunners lost a pair to Cosumnes River, and before that to Santa Rosa. The Beavers have lost their only 2 games on the schedule so far. Against West Valley, they needed to forfeit because they didn't have enough players. So that not a great way to start the season, but they are starting the home season today, and they are up 4-2. That popped up. See if it stays in play for Thurman, and she makes the catch behind the plate for the out. So both catchers handling pop-ups. Could have been difficult, and they make them look easy. That was Ashley Thurman on that one, and here's Mackenzie Smith, the other catcher. Struck out her first time up back in the first inning, so she's 0 for 1. Freshman from Stagg High School down in Stockton, which I've actually been to. So I just want, I know what I'm talking about. Went to a high school basketball there about, I'm going to say 10 years ago, maybe 12. That one is a good-looking pitch, but, well, it is a good-looking pitch. I was right. It's on the corner for a strike, 0-1. Well, I found the dogs on the left field line. Now they put them over in the right by the dugout. The right field, the Butte dogs are tremendous. 2 of them over there, and I got to like the poodle guy. The little poodle guy is awesome. That is a good-looking pitch, but inside for a ball. I mean, the other wolf dog looks cool, too, but the poodle guy is just kind of got a sweater, looking around, and the sweater is the same color as the poodle, which is kind of, I don't know what that's all about. But they're hanging out, having a good time. Beaver's got a couple, I don't know, what kind of terrier kind of dogs over there. That's hit sharply to the right of shortstop. Backhanded, going to get up, but not going to be a throw, and it's an infield single for Mackenzie Smith. Nice backhand by Saldano out there, but once kind of had to go down to one knee, and by that time, no chance to get up and throw it across the diamond. So with Ariana Glaso coming to the plate, Mackenzie Smith is on first base. Glaso with a pop out her first time up, right back to the pitcher, so she is 0 for 1. Freshman from Bear Creek, also in Stockton. Also, I did not go to that one, so I cannot verify. It might be somewhere else. Ariana chops that one out towards second base, handled by Wathen. She's going to tag the runner and throw to first for the double play. That's another good play by Mendeja Wathen out at second base, and that ends inning. No runs, 1 hit, nobody left. We'll go to the 5th. Beavers 4, Roadrunners 2.
American River College is a top-tier community college sports program that provides student-athletes with the opportunity to thrive both athletically and academically. ARC Athletics is currently ranked 5th in the state and 2nd in Northern California. With over 19 sports programs, our athletes compete with the region's best athletes. Our diverse and dedicated coaching staff helps athletes develop the skills necessary to compete at the next level. Start your community college athletics journey with us. American River College, Sacramento's best athletic program. Go Beavers.
Lincoln Potters Baseball. Placer County's best-kept secret is back for another exciting summer at historic McBean Stadium. 33 action-packed home games loaded with fun for the whole family. Local beer, wine, and eats. Fireworks, giveaways, theme nights, kids zone, and more. Come join in the fun and enjoy small-town baseball with Major League Entertainment. Tickets on sale now at LincolnPotters.com.
Lincoln Potters Baseball. Come on out and join in the fun.
Here at Super Taco, we specialize in authentic Mexican food. One of the reasons we are different from other places is that we make everything from scratch. You get a great value when you come here, large portions and quality food. Our most popular dishes are many different kind of tacos. We have giant burritos, different kinds of enchiladas, and the fajita. If you're ready for real Mexican food, stop in at a Super Taco. We love to see you.
Top of the 5th, Beavers lead at 4-2, all scoring in the first inning. Bree Romero and Brianna Williams have settled down after those first innings. 5 hits on the game for the Roadrunners, and they'll send up Kylie Ricard, Madison West, and Brianna Williams. Coincidentally, 3, 4, and 5 in the top of the 5th. Only 7 innings in the softball game. We are playing 2 here. And the rugby match is progressing without me understanding anything. And I asked Chris Toy, who knows what's going on, and he explains it. Now I'm even more confused. And I don't think that's on me. I think that is probably because he's not a good explainer. So here's Ricard, 0 for 2, 2 strikeouts in this one, and she swings and misses at that one, 0 and 1. Kylie from Edward Reed High School, a sophomore, right-handed hitter against Bree Romero. Good inning in the 4th for Bree, 1-2-3. Nice take by Kylie outside, 1 ball and 1 strike. This is a very, very tricky umpire because he always comes up from his crutch like he wants to make a strike call. And I'm always looking for that arm. But, of course, fans can see with that fantastic cameras here, they can probably make their own calls. They don't even need an umpire. Swung on and fouled into the glove and then out of the glove of Mackenzie Smith, but it's only the 2nd strike, so it doesn't really matter. 1 ball and 2 strikes. I think we should make an app. Like we've already fixed the weather app. Maybe we make an umpire app where people can go on from home and just like mark what they think it is. You know, just like a kind of a game like when you play like a slots or something. You're playing the umpire app and seeing if you're winning prizes because you've got to match the call. Swung on and missed. Got her on strikes for the third time. So 0 for 3 for Kylie, and that'll bring up Madison West, who was doubled and walked in this one. Drove in the 2 runs for the Roadrunners back in the first inning on a deep double to left field over Popik's head. West in here against Bree Romero. Bree from Sheldon High School, the sophomore, had a tremendous year pitching for the Beavers last season. That first pitch just misses the outside corner. She's getting her sea legs as this is her first outing of the season. And it's not really the perfect weather to come out and throw. First time, it's a little cold. It's hard to get warm. Having a little trouble, getting the signals in from the bench. That one is right down the middle. I'll call it right now. Forget the app. I'm calling that a strike. 1-1. So just a little, growing pains and things. A couple of new faces. Now we have a lot of, Alexa and Bella Garcia, the same as last year. 1-1. Fouled back to the screen off the glove of Mackenzie Smith. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Brianna Williams, the pitcher, on deck. She's hitting in the number 5 spot. For Coach Stacy York and the Roadrunners, looking for their first win of the season. They trail 4-2. We're in the top of the 5th. 1 out. That's hit sharply right back and snagged by Bree Romero. That one was headed up the middle. But it's caught by Romero for the second out. And Madison West had to be thinking she was going to be rounded first. In pretty smooth company out there. But Romero sticks out the glove, makes the catch. And with 2 outs, here's Brianna Williams. She has walked into a fielder's choice. So 0 for 1 in this one. That one is high for a ball. Christo, you're going to have to explain to me at some point the Chick-fil-A phenomenon around in this area, around American River. There's a Chick-fil-A right out there on Madison, and I drive by there whenever I get done with whatever we're doing, like basketball at 10 o'clock at night. There's like 711 cars, and there's an In-N-Out right next to it with 710 cars. I don't know what's going on. I never knew Chick-fil-A got this popular. I knew In-N-Out, legendary lines for In-N-Out. I mean, that's just part of life now. But at Chick-fil-A, it's a sauce thing. Okay, very good. We'll have a little, maybe between games we'll shoot out to Chick-fil-A. Oh, we wouldn't be able to. There's probably 200 cars in line over there. I was going in there one time. I couldn't get in the parking lot. High fly ball left field. It's going to be foul. Giving chase is Popik, but she won't get to it. It'll be a foul. Down the left field line, 2 balls and 1 strike. Yeah, it's just crazy. It's absolutely crazy. I think coming out of the basketball game the other night, I'm going by, it's like 9:30, it's 10 o'clock. I go by, there's literally 100 cars waiting to get Chick-fil-A, which I'm not saying you don't get Chick-fil-A. I like it myself. I just never knew it became the phenomenon that it is. Another thing I'll have to put an app on. There should be an app for how long you're waiting in line. I guess you probably can do that, huh? They probably do have that. Okay, I'll give you that. I probably figured that out already. That is high for a ball. Two balls and 1 strike, I think, is the count. Or is it 3-1? Let's see if the umpire, he doesn't know that I don't know the count, and he will not signal the count. Every other time he signals the count. That's hit line drive into left field. That's down for a base hit. Going to go all the way to the fence. Rounding first is Williams. She's going to try to make it a second. A good throw by Garcia, just a little bit too late. And Williams slides in with a double. She really hit that one hard. Scooting to left field. Garcia got to it quickly. Now that might have a play at second base, but Williams is in there. She does hit the dirt. Looks like we're going to have a runner for Brandon Williams, and it'll be Sierra Hamara. Number 4, freshman from Pleasant Valley. So she will run for Brianna Williams. Williams will re-enter after the inning. So Williams doubles, and Sierra Hamar is going to take her place. Hamar. Hamar. It is not Hamar time. Nice try, Chris Joy, although I do like it. So here's Kusic, who has hit fielder's choice and popped to the catcher. So she is 0 for 2 so far on this one. 6th hit of the game for the Roadrunners, and the third double. Swing and a miss by Kusic. Riley from Pleasant Valley High School, a sophomore. Oh and 1 on Riley Kusic. Nicole Group is on deck. She has one of the 6 hits for the Roadrunners in this one. Kusic swings and fouls it at the plate, and then tries to run to first, and Mackenzie Smith runs into her, and now they're holding each other up. It's just great. It's just great. I don't think you're going to find that over on the rugby field. That's not the way they're going to react over on the rugby field. Good-looking crowd at the rugby field. I didn't notice that. I guess you got to be on site to take them to the hospital. So that's what you got to do. Hey, come on! I know it's a great game. Don't get me wrong. I just admire people that play it because they don't care about life. They just go out there and go crazy outside for a ball. They do a lot of huddling around and gathering themselves and the other teams and everything. Very communal sport. Not convivial, but communal. 1 and 2 on Riley Kusic. Runner at second base, 2 outs. So he's your sharp play out to shortstop. Garcia has it. It's going to cross the diamond and get her by half a step at first base. Good job by Bella Garcia to throw out Kusic at first base. So we get a double, but we don't score. We go to the bottom of the 5th, and Beavers holding on 4-2. Fast swung on and missed. He got him on strikes at 86, the off-speeder. Bruno strikes out the side. Potters get the win 8-5. Sanchez 1 on 4. She gets it back, trying to get it back to Gallegos. What a spin move. Her shot is blocked. She has it controlled, puts in the goal. Witt trying to set it. She sets it over for Molly Harrison, pokes it over. Short set for Barrios, and her slam goes out of play. He's going to look that way. Now he's going to duck down the middle. He's got a guy wide open at the 18 kid. That's Robert Freeman. And Robert's trying to make a couple of moves. He comes back to the 15, comes down to the 10. He gets a block to the 5. Funny, but I wanted to ask you about that because I remember you doing that show, and you kind of.
Go ahead.
That's our new show.
Really nice.
Yeah, Beneath One Fern is what we call the show.
Yeah, Between a Flower.
Yes. Well, we're working on workshopping the title.
Yes.
Ooh. Well, you may not see that $10 again, my friend. That woman does not like to fork over the cash.
I heard him say he'd pay you next Tuesday. So
That's right. I didn't bring pad and paper, so I don't know what to tell you what's going to happen when I come back.
First of all,
I got to take notes.
We may end up in one, especially on this episode of the Stones and Toys Show.
Oh, snap.
Top of the order for the Beavers in the bottom of the 5th against Brianna Williams. It's Bella Garcia, Elizabeth Popick, and Alexa Garcia. Bella with a couple of singles in this one. So she is 2 for 2 on the season. Scored in the first inning. Slapped that one up the middle, hit one in the hole between first and second for her second base hit. Brianna Williams has given up 4 hits in this one. Make that 5 hits in this one through the first 4 innings. Ball 1 to Bella. Sophomore from Rockland High. Having a tremendous season last year. I think she broke her arm, though, and missed the remainder of the year, like the second half, almost the second half of the season. She hits that one out towards shortstop. Handled it short, gets up by Sodano, but she's not going to get her at first base. Quickly enough, and she's a left-handed hitter and has a lot of speed, so if you have to make like one hitch when you're making the play on the infield, it's usually too late to get Bella. She's 3 for 3, and here's Elizabeth Popick, who was struck out and into a fielder's choice. She hit the ball hard to second base. Medeja Wathen made an excellent play and almost turned a double play out of it, so Popick 0 for 2. freshman from Wood Creek. First pitch is outside and low, 1-0. Garcia was on the move on the play back in the second inning. Let's see if she is stealing again, or hit and run situation, as it were. She bunts it right in front of the plate. That's going to be a tough play for anybody, and no throw is made. So it's a single and a sacrifice for Popick, and moves the runners first and second. 7 hits now for the Beavers. A couple of infield variety this inning. And here's Alexa Garcia, who singled in the first inning and scored, and then grounded out to shortstop in the second. So she is 1 for 2. Beavers trying to expand on that 4-2 lead, give Bree Romero a little bit more breathing room over the final 2 innings of this one. Well, it takes a strike, a nice-looking pitch inside corner. 0-1. Kayla Adams to follow for the Beavers. Trying to get their first win of the season, their home opener here at Becky Russ Field. That's high on an off-speed pitch. 1 ball and 1 strike. Lexa wearing number 7 for the Beavers, out in center field. Played a lot of left field last year. One ball, 1 strike. She takes outside for a ball, 2-1. Single by Bella Garcia, then a bunt single for Elizabeth Popick. And that is set the table for Alexa Garcia, heading the count, 2-1. Pops that one up into center field. Going back on it is Giannini. She's going to circle into right center. Tag is made. The throw to third base is going to be close, but head first slide, and Bella Garcia is in at third. Both runners advancing on that as Popick went to second on the throw. Garcia flies deep to center field, deep enough to advance the runners, which is almost as good because you've got runners in second and third now and 1 out. And Kayla Adams coming up to the plate. She singled back in the first, grounded the pitcher in the third on a fine play by Brianna Williams. Both pitchers have made good plays on ground balls or line drives and robbed hits from the opponents today. Outside, that gets away. Here comes Garcia, picked up and not going to be in time. Garcia scores. Moving to third is Elizabeth Popick. 5-2 now for the Beavers. On a pass ball there. And Adams now looking to catch in and bring in another run. 1 ball, no strikes. Swings and misses. The ball down low. Fouled down into the catcher's glove. 1 ball and 1 strike. Savannah Haynes to follow the second baseman. 1 run in for the Beavers here in the bottom of the 5th. They lead 5-2. Adams asked the umpire for time, and he very graciously gives it to her. Count even at 1-1. It popped up on the infield. First baseman's going to call for it and make the catch. That is Kylie Ricard over there. And Adams pops out for the second out. That brings up Savannah Haynes, who's into a fielder's choice and grounded to third. She's up here with Popick down at third. 1 run in. Savannah from Castro Roble High School. She's followed by another Castro Roble Ram, Riley Meyer. That one's in the dirt, and that's a nice block back there by Ashley Thurman. 1 ball and no strikes.
I'm not comfortable on here anymore. That's coming out your paycheck.
Haynes lines it right back up the middle, and what a play by Brianna Williams. She flags that one right out of thin air. So 1 run on 2 hits, 1 left. We go to the top of the 6th, Beavers 5, Roadrunners 2.
Here at Super Taco, we specialize in authentic Mexican food. One of the reasons we are different from other places is that we make everything from scratch. You get a great value when you come here, large portions and quality food. Our most popular dishes are many different kind of tacos. We have giant burritos, different kinds of enchiladas, and the fajita. If you're ready for real Mexican food, stop in at a Super Taco. We love to see you.
I love baking. I've been doing it my whole life. Grateful Bread was started because I needed the job. Personally, the most rewarding part is about eating it. It always used to seem like bread was just an afterthought, and which was always kind of disappointing. But now, as not only people, foodies and people eating, they're expecting better quality, and people notice it, they can see it.
Welcome back to Becky Rustfield. Top of the sixth, Beavers lead 5-2. Mark DePenham Low here with Chris Toy, man in the controls. Stones McCoy is off doing something. Probably, what do they call it? Networking. Probably networking, what he does. He calls it networking. It's going to the concession stand. So he's networking with the workers at the concession stand. Nicole Group will lead us off. Stacy Sanders, Isabella Saldano to follow. Nicole lines it into right field on the first pitch. They're going to try to throw to first to get her out. Nice play by Riley Meyer out there. Not in time. It's a solid single for Group. That's her second hit of the day. She is 2 for 3, and here's Stacy Sanders. Stacy has flied to center and flied to right, so she's hit the ball well both times. Once to Alexa Garcia and once to Meyer in right field. So Group opens up the top of the sixth with the single. That is 7 hits now for Butte College, which has to be good. They're hitting at a 223 clip as a team coming in outside for a ball. Isabella Saldano on deck, the number 9 hitter in the lineup. Bree Romero gave up the 2 runs in the first and blanked him so far since then, but she is behind 2-0 in the count here to Sanders with Group over at first base. Jamil Pugh looks like he's got an assistant over there taking pictures. That one is right down the middle for a strike. Kind of like he's the mentor over there. He's a good mentor. I guess just keep watching that one dog, that poodle down the right field line is tremendous. Just kind of hanging out going, hey, come on, let's go do something or something. That is a little bit too high. Three balls and 1 strike. No outs, top of the sixth. That's hit sharply out toward Garcia, flips it over. No, she's going to take it herself. It's second throw to first, but pulled Devon off first base, and I don't think it would have been in time anyway. So a fielder's choice by Sanders. She is at first base. Group is retired by Bella Garcia for the first out of the inning, and here's Isabella Saldano. She has an infield single and a pop out to shortstop. Shortstop play was a good one by Bella Garcia. She was going back on it, looking back over her shoulder, kind of veered the wrong way and still made the catch. As a little bit of sun pokes its way through here. I'll have to check out our app and see what people say the weather feels like. That one is in the inside corner for a strike on 1. Chloe Giannini, the leadoff hitter, on deck for Butte College. They've got Sanders now over at first base via the fielder's choice. Outside on Saldano. Isabella from Rio Vista High School. She is a sophomore on the Roadrunners roster. I've come to the conclusion you can't figure out anything from a rugby match by watching it from 150 yards away. You really can't. That one's hit sharply off the glove at third base into left field. That is a base hit by Saldano, her second hit of the game. Got it off the glove of Adams. Not much Kayla could do, really. Sanders goes down to second base, so it's first and second, and the top of the order, Chloe Giannini, who has a double, a walk, and a ground out to second base. Back in the second inning, she hit one over Meyer's head in right field for a two-base hit. Second and third with one out in that situation, but the Roadrunners did not score. That is inside for a ball. 1-0 on Giannini. Chloe from Argonaut High School, the freshman, playing out in center field for Butte College. 1 for 2 with the base on balls. Did score a run back in the first inning when the Roadrunners scored both of their runs. They are threatening here, first and second. One out. Giannini takes on the outside corner for a called strike. 1 ball and 1 strike. There's always one big dog that somebody brings out here and just walks it around. Everybody kind of like backs off. You know, okay. That's hit sharply into right field for a base hit. Meyer comes up throwing. The runner is going to score ahead of the throw. It's an excellent throw by Meyer, but Sanders had a really good jump. She'll score on the single. Giannini has 2 hits and has herself a run batted in. It is now 5-3. Staying at second was Saldano. First and second, just 1 out still, in Medeja Wathen coming to the plate. She singled in the first, flied to center in the second, grounded to second back in the fourth. So she is 1 for 3 with a run scored. She's up here with a chance to do some damage as it's a 5-3 game. Outside for a ball. Meyer came up with an excellent throw from right field. I didn't think she'd make it as close as she did, but Sanders had a really good jump coming off second base and never hesitated coming around third, and she slid in ahead of the throw. Kylie Reichert on deck. That one is a little low, so it starts out 2 balls and no strikes on Wathen. Medeja from Chico High School, a freshman, wears number 7 for the Roadrunners. We are in the top of the 6th inning here from Becky Russ Field. Home opener for the Beavers. That one is in there for a strike, 2-1. Umpire kind of seemed like he was really thinking that one over. And he goes, I got to go a strike on this case. Not a lot of options. 50-50. Two-1 coming up. Big pitch in this game. Fouled out of play. That's how big it was. Evens the count at 2-2. The kids are, there was a foul ball. Now they're very delayed. In the beginning of the game, as soon as the ball goes over the backstop, kids are all gone. This one, they're chatting. They got stuff going on. They're going to find the dogs. Evened up at 2-2. That is down in the dirt. Nice stop by Mackenzie Smith. We go full on Wathen. Saldano is out at second. Chloe Giannini is over at first. She has the RBI single this inning. 9 hits now for the Roadrunners. 3-2 pitch. Chopped out toward shortstop. Garcia has it. Flips to second for 1. Over to first. Not in time. Turned about as well as you can turn one as Haynes turns and guns it to first base to Demon, but not in time. Saldano is going to go down to third base. So it's first and third, 2 outs, and number 6, that is Cabria Childers is going to be coming up to the plate to bat for Kylie Card, who's 0 for 3 so far. So Childers will come in for at least one at bat. So Childers, right-handed hitter from West Valley High School, a freshman. The other pitcher on the roster, one of the other pitchers who has seen action this year. She's got runners at first and third, and she takes that pitch on the outside corner for a strike. 0-1 on Cabria Childers. Madison West is on deck. She hit the ball well a couple of times today for Butte College. They came into the game with a .223 batting average, but they have piled up 9 hits in this one. Maybe 1 or 2 of them infield hits, but the rest of them hit pretty sharply. Childers swings and misses on a ball that went away from her. 0-2 on Childers. Romero checking with the dugout to find out what the pitch call is from the dugout. She's ahead 0-2 on the pinch hitter. Swinging a foul, barely got a piece of that one. Same kind of pitch that she swung at for strike 2. And she barely got the edge and far end of the bat on that one. Stays alive at 0-2. Outfield straightaway, pretty deep for Childers. Spectacular Becky Russ Field. There was some renovation and stuff done this offseason. Just looks incredibly good. 0-2. That's high for a ball. Wathen over at first base. Getting a little bit of a jump there, but not a serious threat to go, it doesn't seem, as it's 1 ball and 2 strikes on Childers. 1 run in for the Roadrunners here, and they have runners over at first and third. Swinging a foul down the first base line. Just a little number down there, staying alive again, so it stays 1 ball and 2 strikes. Got second game will start about half an hour after the first one is completed, but we are in the top of the 6th in this one. And now we're going to get a meeting at the mound. Romero, 1 ball and 2 strikes. I don't know if I'm a pitcher. I don't know if I want somebody to come out and talk to me when I've got 1 and 2 on a hitter with 2 on base and 2 outs in the inning. But you never know. They know the players better than I do. It's just I don't like people coming out to bother me anyway. And if I was a pitcher and made it to the 6th inning, I'd be so happy. I'd probably go, here, take the ball. I'm getting out of here. I was not a very good pitcher. So the conversation is over, and the conversation also taking place between Childers and her third base coach, the head coach, Stacy York. So we're back to action. Still 1 ball, still 2 strikes. That doesn't change. A lot of noise coming from basically everywhere, and it's a softball game. 1-2 pitch hit sharply in the third. Adams with a nice stab across the diamond for the out. So Childers came in and hit it hard, but Kayla Adams made the play at third for the third out. 1 run, 3 hits, 2 left. We go to the bottom of the 6th. Beavers holding on 5-3.
Here at Super Taco, we specialize in authentic Mexican food. One of the reasons we are different from other places is that we make everything from scratch. You get a great value when you come here, large portions and quality food. Our most popular dishes are many different kind of tacos. We have giant burritos, different kinds of enchiladas, and the fajita. If you're ready for real Mexican food, stop in at a Super Taco. We love to see you.
I love baking. I've been doing it my whole life. Grateful Bread was started because I needed the job. Personally, the most rewarding part is about eating it. It always used to seem like bread was just an afterthought, and which was always kind of disappointing. But now, as not only people, foodies and people eating, they're expecting better quality, and people notice it, they can see it.
Lincoln Potters Baseball. Placer County's best-kept secret is back for another exciting summer at historic McBean Stadium. 33 action-packed home games loaded with fun for the whole family. Local beer, wine, and eats. Fireworks, giveaways, theme nights, kids zone, and more. Come join in the fun and enjoy small-town baseball with Major League Entertainment. Tickets on sale now at LincolnPotters.com.
Lincoln Potters.
Riley Meyer starting us off here in the bottom of the 6th inning. As I look at the scoreboard, and I guess I don't know what happened to the scoreboard. Stuff happens sometimes. You just don't know. 0-1 on Meyer. She hits one out into left center, hits it pretty well. Going back is Giannini and makes the catch right in front of the warning track. So Riley Meyer got underneath that one, hit it out to left center field. She is retired. She had a walk and a ground out earlier. She hit that one very well, but she is down for the first out here in the 6th. Madison Demon to hit her. She has a sacrifice fly and a pop-up to the catcher. 0 for 1 and an RBI. Brianna Williams still out on the mound for the Roadrunners. That pitch is in there for a call strike. She has given up 7 hits and 4 runs. All 4 runs, 5 runs. 4 in the first, 1 in the 5th. Took something off that one. It's outside. 1 ball and 1 strike. Second game following this one, about 20 or 30 minutes. Scheduled for 2 o'clock. It will not be at 2 o'clock. Here's an announcement. That one's hit high up in the air behind home plate, and it almost gets back to us. Again, bring those foul balls up to the booth. Stones McCoy will sign them for you, and then just put them back in play. It's not going to affect the ball. It'll just have Stones McCoy's signature on it. Collector's item? No, not really. Just kind of cool. You think the poodle and the other dog are together over there, Chris? I don't know. They kind of get along very well. That's outside. Kind of a probably example for America and the world. Very different, but they get along very well, you know. 2-2 now on Madison Demon. They can definitely chase balls together or just hang out together. High for ball 3. I'm surprised they're not urging. I mean, if it was me with my dog, I'd be out walking it around the grounds like 7 times every hour. Come on, let's go do something. And she doesn't do anything. She just doesn't want me to be comfortable. That's hit up high in the air, short center field. Coming on is Giannini, and she makes the play. So a couple of flyouts to center field, 1 to left center, 1 to right center, 2 outs, and Mackenzie Smith's the hitter. She struck out back in the first and singled in the 4th, so Mackenzie is 1 for 2. Freshman from Stagg High School. I don't remember their mascot. It's not the Stags. It's not the Stags, no. Nice try, though. Swinging and miss, an off-speed pitch. Well done by Brianna Williams. I'm a nickname guy, and I can't remember their mascot. I think it might be like the Hornets or something. I don't know. Or Yellow Jackets, something like that. I think I might be just tripping. Line drive, but it's foul over the dugout, on the dugout, down the first base line. Quickly, 0-2 on Mackenzie Smith. Ariana Glaso to follow if she gets the chance. The Delta Kings and Queens of Stagg High School. Okay, Stagg. So it would be Stagg High Delta Kings and Stagg High Delta Queens, or just Queens? Delta Queens, okay. That's really confusing. That's popped up out of play. That really is a convoluted. I mean, I can understand. Maybe I understand the connection, but that's just kind of make it so complicated. Now that I say it, I think they should be the Yellow Jackets. Or no, not Bumblebees. No, not the Mooses. You're not coming up with very good ideas, Chris Toy. 0-2 Holds off on a low outside pitch. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Glaso to follow. If Mackenzie Smith can start something here, as the Beavers with just a 5-3 lead. Here in the bottom of the 6th inning. That is down low for a ball. 2-2. Oh, yet another foul ball. I see down there that they did not ask Stones McCoy to sign. He's going to worry his popularity is. His Q factor is really going down around here. He used to be a pretty big ticket. Sharply hit into the hole, into left field for another base hit. Mackenzie Smith is 2 for 3 in her debut. She's at first base, and Ariana Glaso coming to the plate. She is grounded into a double play and popped out to the pitcher, so she is 0 for 2. The designated player today, designated hitter. Right-handed hitter wearing number 4. Smith at first. That one is in there for a strike. 0-1. Top of the order is Bella Garcia. She's on deck. She is 3 for 3 in this one so far. Scored a couple of times. That's bunted down the third base line, but foul. So it's 0-2 on Ariana. Oriana, I think, is the proper pronunciation on that. Out of Bear Creek High School. That's fouled out of play by Oriana. 0-2. And there goes the trio of young ladies who have been chasing every foul ball and probably getting most of them, bringing them back and then doing it again. Ariana Olaso. That's high and outside. One and 2. 2-2. Working the count with Garcia to follow if she can keep things going. Brandon Williams has gone all the way for the Roadrunners in this one. 2-2 pitch, call, strike 3. Outside corner, no runs, 1 hit, 1 left. We go to the 7th. Beavers 5, Roadrunners 3.
From Ace Body Shop and Towing. We are a family-oriented business. We've been in business for over 30 years. We are located downtown Lincoln at 333 Lincoln Boulevard in Lincoln, California. We do automotive repair and 24-hour towing. Our phone number is 916-645-2859, or you can find us on the web.
American River College is a top-tier community college sports program that provides student-athletes with the opportunity to thrive both athletically and academically. ARC Athletics is currently ranked 5th in the state and 2nd in Northern California. With over 19 sports programs, our athletes compete with the region's best athletes. Our diverse and dedicated coaching staff helps athletes develop the skills necessary to compete at the next level. Start your community college athletics journey with us. American River College, Sacramento's best athletic program. Go Beavers.
Top of the 7th, game 1 of the doubleheader between the Beavers and the Roadrunner from Butte College. The Roadrunners will send up Madison West, Brianna Williams, and Riley Kusic 4, 5, and 6 against Bree Romero as they trail it 5-3 here. They broke through with a run and 3 hits in the 6th after scoring all their runs in the first inning. Madison West takes a ball, 1-0. She has a 2-run double back in the first, then she walked in the third and lined out on a fine play by Romero, who stuck her glove out back in the 5th inning. So she is 1 for 2 with 2 runs batted in. Hits that one high up in the air to right field. Riley Meyer moves over and makes a nice play in right center field. So West hit it well again, but Meyer right on top of it for the first out. That'll bring up Brianna Williams, the pitcher. She's walked, hit into a fielder's choice, and doubled. Her double was a bullet into left center field. That was back in the 5th inning. She steps in. A freshman out of Douglas High School. Takes outside on an off-speed pitch. Riley Kusic, the left fielder, on deck. Nicole Group would follow her, and she is 2 for 3 in this one. High and outside again. Easy take for Brianna Williams. Like that, 2 balls and no strikes. 1 out, top of the 7th. First home game for the Beavers on the season. First time they've actually been on the field. That's hit well, but foul to left field. It'll be out of play. Giving chase is Elizabeth Popick, but unless she can steamroll the fence and make a diving catch, which no one would see, I think she should just leave it alone. Not to say that she can't, but, why make the effort if no one can see it? 2-1 now on Williams. Swings and hits it sharply at the shortstop. Garcia has it. Going to be a long throw across the diamond and gets her by a step at first base. 2 outs. Riley Kusic up here. She is a fielder's choice, a pop out to the catcher and a ground out to shortstop so far in this one. She's up here with 2 outs, and their team down by 2. Nicole Group is on deck. Romero getting her instructions from the dugout. Kusic takes a ball a little bit too high. Chris Toy again missing on another call. It's a good thing he's a fine cameraman and game director and producer, because he's not a good umpire. That's outside and high at 2-0. You would not do well in my new umpire app game that I have. It's in development. I don't have it done yet. It takes me a couple of weeks to come up with these things and then implement them. Yeah. Well, now you're 1 for 4. That is on the corner for a strike. I would have missed that one in the app game, by the way. I'm trying to keep it real. 2-1 now on Kusic. That's in the dirt, ball 3. 3 balls, 1 strike on Riley Kusic. 2 outs here, top of the 7th. Beavers holding on to the 5-3 advantage. They scored 4 of those back in the first inning and 1 in the 5th. Chop foul, so we're back to 3-2 with 2 outs. Kayla Adams runs that one down by the backstop. Three balls, 2 strikes. It is outside on an off-speed pitch, and Romero, it looks like from her demeanor, thought she had herself a call, strike 3. So Kusic is at first. Now Nicole Group, as we mentioned, she struck out in the first, but singled in the third and singled again in the sixth, so she is 2 for 3. Stacy Sanders to follow if Group keeps it going. Kusic down at first base. Group swings and grounds it foul down the first base line. Nifty play by the first base coach. Well done. And he got rid of it. He didn't do that thing that coaches do where if they catch it, they kind of hold on to it, look at it. No, he just dished it over to the first baseman, Madison Demon, and it was all good. 0-1. Seen that from Nicole Group. She is a swinger. She will go after it. Oh and 1. And she lets that one go. That is in there for a strike. So as soon as I say that, she lets the strike go by. I think she might have thought that was a little bit high. But as they say, irregardless of that, it's 0-2. I don't think that's really a word, because just say regardless. I mean, come on. 0-2 on Group. The right fielder out of Lincoln High School. Takes that one go by. It's high and inside. So it's 1-2, an easy take right there on the 0-2 pitch. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Nine hits on the day for the Roadrunners. One-two pitch. In the dirt, and I stopped by Mackenzie Smith, but it'll even the count up at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Kusic at first, 2-2 coming up to Group. High fly ball will hit to center field. Going back is Garcia. Reaches up at the warning track. Makes the catch, and that is the end of the game. So Nicole Group, a good swing, but Romero gets out of it with a long fly ball. She gets the win in this one. Our final score, the Beavers 5 and the Road Runners 3. So that's game 1 in the books. We're back with game 2 in about 25 minutes or so right here on the Stones Radio Networks or ARC Athletics YouTube. We thank you for watching. Congratulations. Great job, Chris Story. We'll talk to you soon.